The Bruce here, the older brother of Deconstruction, back at it again. No, that's not me. The Bruce here, the older brother of the older brother of Deconstruction, the Bruce here. Uh, Here to review another team up anniversary episode for Power Rangers month. I'll be tackling the 15th anniversary two-parter, Once a Ranger. Apparently, both episodes dropped on the same day, on July 23rd, 2007. Don't recall watching them back to back, but that makes sense for the show as it was at this time. I have been on record as never liking this anniversary episode. Much like I was saying for Forever Red, this kind of should have been a one-parter. And here's why. If it was more condensed to a single episode, the Overdrive Rangers would have been redeemed way better. These people are not likable. Like, for the things that they want out of being a Ranger isn't what being a Ranger should be. This is why I think that the criteria that Hartford had or that he used to choose the Rangers outside of Mac was so stupid.
Barely remember what life was like before Operation Overdrive.
I can. Boring. Being a ranger is definitely the most exciting thing to ever happen to me.
I've got to admit, I thought my life was adventurous before, but now it's like,
Something out of a movie.
Exactly.
Yeah. Come on, you guys are forgetting the best part about being a ranger. Saving the world. No, totally. Yeah.
And Tyson as well. He was the only one who was like, we saved the world. That's the point. Like, they were naming all these arbitrary, superficial things about being a ranger. None of it was because we're helping people. It was, oh, I get to do this and I get to do that and this and that. And my old life was so boring. I don't remember what life was like before being a ranger. And I don't ever want to go back. And then when they lose their powers, they just sulk. And they do not come off looking good at all.
Spencer said you wanted to see me. Mr. Hartford, you know how much we've loved being part of Operation Overdrive.
And it's been an incredible experience.
But now that you've got a new team, you just don't need us anymore.
Of course I need you. Our mission isn't over yet.
our mission was to be Power Rangers. We dropped everything for that.
I see.
It's just that we feel that you have everything handled here. We talked about it. And we'd like to go back to our normal lives.
Mac? You feel this way too?
I'm not going anywhere, Dad, but I don't think there's much I can do to help.
So you're sure this is what you want? Yes, we are. We've decided to leave Operation Overdrive.
It is incredibly stupid. Thrax is a dumb villain to be an anniversary villain. This trends on nostalgia the worst kind of way. It should have been, like Forever Red was the highlight of the first 10 years. This should have been a highlight of the past 5. Like all Disney Rangers, encompassing multiple the color spectrum. Bridge shouldn't have been a Red Ranger because if the fuck is his name? Sentinel Knight is going and grabbing Rangers from the past and the future, then he should have grabbed the Bridge from what we knew he was. Like if you had him as the Blue Ranger, that would have been cool because that's what he was wearing the last time we saw him. You're going to get in even further into the future Bridge, and it doesn't make sense. Like some of the stuff, it just felt like it was there to be there. Like using Alpha, going into Angel Grove.
Welcome to Angel Grove. Should be right around here somewhere.
And what exactly are we looking for?
I'm afraid you wouldn't believe me if I told you.
Let me see if I can help.
Having Adam there, like, it's great that, you know, an extremely veteran ranger is truly the leader. What I would have done with this is I would have had the rangers that the Sentinel Knight bring back have difficulty issues forming a team because they're not a team, they're part of teams, but they know how to work well with their teams because they've been with them longer. They gelled, like they had their bumps, ups and downs, their bumps and whatnot to gel as a team. If you would have done that, like you have the overdrive rangers stay back to help with their teamwork. We're like, look, guys, we have to get this. Like, do something to make it feel like these people want to be around for the better good instead of just leaving. And it's like, I'm gonna go back to my old life. I'm not a ranger anymore. And then the whole teamwork thing of like, let's go get the sword, whatever. I don't even remember what the fucking sword was called. But, and then that's their team building. We deserve to be rangers type of thing and make it show, oh yeah, you're meant to be here. It's like, that should have been something way in the beginning. They should have been a constant, not just Max saying, well, I live here, so I can't go anywhere, so I help out. It's not a good anniversary episode when like I said in my Forever Red review, it was a great anniversary and it set up Cole to continue the series, to move forward. This should have highlighted or made it look impactful for the current team because they're going to be, this was the 20th and the 21st episode of a 32 episode series. You had like 10 plus episodes left and you're doing like in the middle, not even in the middle, you make your team look weak, simple-minded, and selfish, and that really should have been done in a Power Rangers anniversary. And it's just like the veteran Rangers. Now, this could be a positive that I'll take from this. The veteran Rangers jail quickly because they know what's at stake. It's like, we don't have any time for any petty squabbling. The world's in danger. The team that's currently protecting it is out, so we got to rise to that occasion.
Anyway, those Zords are unbelievable.
Yeah, I can't wait to get in the cockpit of that gyro driver.
Oh, what an incredible command center. Dr. O would have loved to see that.
Hey, you know, I still can't believe he's a doctor.
Seems like you're all getting along just fine.
Yeah, I think we make a pretty good team, right, guys?
Sure.
Yeah. Hey, don't worry. I'm sure you'll be back to action in no time.
Yeah, we're just pinch hitting for you till you get your pals back.
You mean if we get our powers back?
Come on, Rangers.
Well, I, for one, have better things to do than sit around here and do nothing.
And they play their parts well, and it's gone. Now, you don't really highlight what the Rangers have been doing until like the end. It's like, I'll bring my new CD. I own a custom surfboard and blah, blah, blah. I'm from the future. I still work at Rockport, so on and so forth. And Adam, a karate dojo. All right. Cool. So, nothing really big, like you're sacrificing much to resume your ranger life. Now, cool, like, there might have been some obligations that they couldn't, that they, they're putting to the wayside, but it's still ranger work, and it seemed like if it was on a grander scale of what each of them were doing individually, it seems like, well, when the world's in danger, that falls to the wayside, because I gotta be here. On IMDb, Part 1 has an 8.1 out of 10, and Part 2 has an 8.5 out of 10. I think that's the nostalgia taking over, because one, these aren't good episodes, because your core team looks bad. What does that say going forward about that core team? They did not overcome any big thing, because that's why with the villains, with Thrax as the villain, being the one bringing everybody together, there's no giant overall plan. It's, you help me defeat the Rangers, I'll help you get the thing you're going after. It should have been, get the Rangers out of the way first. What we do, like, I don't know, it seemed like a grander scheme should have been had for all the villains to unite because as soon as Thrax was gone, it fell apart immediately. They're all separate entities. So the greater unifier should be something to make them put their personal goals aside. And Thrax just showing up. I mean, he kidnapped them, kind of forced them. But the Overdrive villains suffer from what the Ninja Storm and the Turbo villains suffer from. It's more comedic than anything. And then this Thrax guy show up, and it doesn't feel grand enough to command the type of audience that he had. It's just that you're piggybacking on the Rita and Lord Zed name, whereas I'm the son of Rita and Zed. So therefore, I gotta go after the Sentinel Knight because he imprisoned me. After all this time, I'm free. Why would he imprison him in a space dumpster and put him on the moon? It's been shown that's flawed at best. But nope, he repeated the sins of the past. This dude can bring a Power Ranger from the future, but all he thinks to do is a space dumpster.
He was determined to bring me to justice and used his own power to do so. But evil such as mine cannot be contained forever. As the night weakens, I grew stronger. After all these years, I'm free.
Like his mom was. It's asinine. So now I would give this a 2 out of 10 because it has some good moments. Both of them combined get a 2 out of 10. Individually, part 1 I would give it a 1 out of 10 because it sets the team up, your core team, to be laughable and just it's not a good look. In part 2, I'll give a 2 out of the 10 because there's some hiccups, but it highlights, hey, but once you become a ranger, the stuff that you know that you have to do, you have to sacrifice, becomes like this is just a given that I will sacrifice anything to keep this going, to save the world, and so on and so forth. All in all, I didn't like it, as I said earlier. I'm gonna just stop. I am Bruce, the older brother of Deconstruction. As always, thanks for watching.
Ready! Ready! It's morphin' time!
Ninja Storm, Ranger Form! Dino Thunder, power up!
SPD, emergency! Magical source! Mystic